I want to wrap, but I want to ask you this, that I think it's important for a lot of people, regardless of sort of what field they may be in. They're doing something today. They're either contemplating making this jump, or they have their toes in the water here, whether it be their own business or a different sort of position.
Sure.
um, and they're trying to figure out, okay, when do I make the jump, or how do I make the time? You've talked about that at a couple different instances this evening. um, just general advice for folks that are looking to decide how to stick their toe, or to maybe jump both feet in like entrepreneurship, something they've toyed with. Someone said, wow, you do this really well. Have you thought about making a business of it? You have a great acumen for this, or this product that you make, this service that you provide. Man, have you thought about doing this as your full-time job? But
Right.
they can't make sense yet, because fear and the lights need to be paid, kept on, right? All these things are still a piece of their decision making. Like,
Yeah.
just in general, like what advice would you provide for folks
Yeah.
that are sort of in this in between stage, where they haven't fully embraced this entrepreneur path, but it's something that they are sort of seriously considering?
In the words of a great basketball legend, we all know him, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. And just like the GOAT would say, if I don't take the shot because I'm scared of missing, then I have no chance of making it. So it is really imperative to, you know, put yourself in position and take the shot. But it's the put yourself in position part. If MJ pulls up from half court versus the free throw line, he know I got a better shot making this, a better chance of making that shot. If you crossing over, B. Russell at the half court line versus the free throw line, my epic moment, has a better chance of being more epic if I know I'm in a better position to make the shot.
Yeah.
So he still takes the shot, but put yourself in position. So my advice to you is not don't take the shot, but put yourself in the best position as you can to make it. The irony of I think me living a bit of a hybrid life, not just the hybrid career. And shout out to my guy Rob Copeland, appreciate that. He started a golf brand called Hybrid. So the word hybrid been in my head all day. I said hybrid
Okay.
job role and hybrid life and all this crazy. The hybrid life I say I've lived in since that I live in some respects, some people just know me as the actor Jerome Crawford. Right? They know me in those spaces, they see me do play. They don't even know me in a legal sense. They're not in no circles. Other circles know me as just lawyer Jerome, right? Mr. Crawford, Attorney Crawford, right? Professor Crawford now. I would not have the opportunity to be in either one of those spaces if I hadn't taken shots. Now, the irony of taking shots, though, is that I think that sometimes you mentioned entrepreneurship, um, that comfort can turn to complacency real quick, right?
Mm.
Contentment can turn to complacency. Contentment's cool. Complacency, no.
Yeah.
And there's a fine line where, in some respects, I battled that myself. Where it's, I've done a really good job, man, of being. I'm thankful, man. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm content, right, for where I'm at. But I know I still love acting, to make sure I don't completely rest on my laurels to a degree that I don't jump out there as much, right? Or guess
Yeah.
what? I've been blessed to be a lawyer now, and I've been practicing almost 10 years. That, hey, you know what? There's times we might go. I mean, push acting is hard. You know why? Because I don't depend on it for feast or famine. It's
Yeah.
not I need to book something big so I can eat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I ask myself, what does that do to my hustle and drive? And I got a lot of hustling inside of me and
Yeah.
drive. But the difference between my hustling for, that little dream on the other side, or my hustling for somebody else's dream. And so that's why I'm very fortunate about my role I am in now in Pleasantrees, right? Where I'm hustling for something daily in my quote unquote day job. Never more have I been more committed, more passionate to what that work looks like, right? Never
Yeah.
more have I been in a position to, you know, blend the irony is that my hybrid role right now that I do, yes, lawyer side stuff I've been doing for years. But now this social equity piece, that's what I've been doing already, man. If you look at all my volunteer work in history and public service history, it's been through other orgs, but it was always extracurricular. It was got to do the whole day job and then go do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I get to literally make that impact where I was finishing our social equity plan and laying out our four pillars and access to value chain and education, legislation, advocacy, good neighbor. And this is all stuff that I'm like, oh, the initiatives that flow under these four things, are all things I'm doing already, or have done, or have desire to do. Right? I get to do it through my company now with the resources and backing around us. You know what I mean? Like that to me is incredibly powerful and remarkable. So, it's put me in a position where I'm still gonna take these shots, but I'm in a better place to make them. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna turn to some of those threes and the layups. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like now
Yeah.
I'm still taking the shot, but I'm in a better position to take the shot. Right? It's a high percentage shot. So if you can make your shot more high percentage, you want to be an entrepreneur. Okay, cool. Let's do it where I found the right business partners. I put together an appropriate business plan.
Yeah.
I've really thought out and vetted my product or my service that I'm going to provide for people to a point where now that's not a half court shot. That's a mid range, right?
Yeah.
Where I got to do what it takes to make the shot, but it's a much better chance of making it.
Yeah.
So put yourself in position. That's my advice there.
That, yeah, you don't think about like that. People say, I just, quit my job one day and I just, but you can build your business plan, grab your business partners, get aligned while you're still working, right? And
While somebody else paying for it.
right.
I'm gonna be honest, right? You still
Yeah.
doing your job, fulfilling that, but guess what? You're not dependent on that business plan success to turn your lights on, right?
That's right.
But you can use those resources of this other thing that I'm going to work for, trade my time, right, for money type of thing, get these bills and whatever it says, pay for it, and then I can then use that time to build out my model, right, to a point where then if and when I'm ready, I joke from my friend, his hybrid brand and whatnot. He's got a full-time job too, right?
Yeah.
Of course he does, but
Yeah.
he's able to build his brand, enjoy that part of it, and not saying that I'm about to leave my job for this thing, but no, who knows? If years from now it turned into something, and he was ever presented where he had the option and decision,
Right.
it's because he's doing it in his quote unquote free time, right? He's
That's
taking
right.
that free time, his nights, his evenings, his weekends, right, and doing this thing. So it's how bad you want it. Put yourself. If you don't do that, people say, "Well, just shoot your shot. Shoot your shot." You still might shoot your shot, but are you shooting your shot when you jumping out of a window with no safety net, right?
Right.
And if you are, what floor are we on? We on the sixth floor? How about we jump from the second floor,
Yeah.
right? Because we
Yeah.
put ourselves in a better position.
No, you're right. So emerging entrepreneurs, folks that are considering
Yeah.
jumping out there, put your plan together. While you have your day job, quote unquote, get your business together. You don't have to jump out today, but
Right.
continue to work towards it. And your free time, make sure you're making great use of it, because that's where you're gonna separate yourself from the other folks that are having the same things, considering the same things that you're considering.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah.
100%, man. 100%.